actually, while this conference is going on, there's that track conference, and I really hope some of those track people are in here tonight. That's a cat would be awesome. My friend Chelsea last night saw a bus pull up in front of the hotel, and some other friends too, that had beavers written across the Everyone was really hopeful it was going to be an all-girls school that was here. It was track people, but we can all hope. That would have been awesome. That would be hilarious. Okay, this poem that I'm going to read, there's this documentary that is in the process of coming out. You also look it up. It's called Written in Stonewall. I was lucky enough to be featured in it, and this is the poem that went in. But basically what it is, it's these, it's long story short, it's a story of the queer uprising in New York in the 70s, and specifically this group of women that opened the first lesbian nightclub like ever, that existed ever. Super underground, no licensing, no anything. And this couple that started it, where there was an artist that commissioned them to sculpt them, and the sculpture was going to be put in a park in New York, and the city just battled it like crazy, and it took 12 years for that sculpture to be okayed to be put in the park. And it's not like they're fucking in the sculpture or anything, they're just like two women sitting next to each other, like, you wouldn't even know they were gay. It's so strange, but New York did not want that to happen, and so finally in 1992 that sculpture got to be put in, and those women are still together now, which is like extra super exciting. And so this documentary, Written in Stonewall, is all about them and that movement and that statue happening in their life now. So definitely look it up. It's a really neat thing that is happening with this just for that. She always holds my hand when we walk through the grocery. I have this horrible habit of moving my wedding ring around, and then I'm going to talk about it and it's on the wrong hand. She always holds my hand when we walk through the grocery store. And whenever the checkout clerk or the shelf stocker or the uptight mom in the frozen foods aisle worried about what her baby boy is learning about love stare at us a little too long, she never fails to grab my ass and slap me the biggest, wettest tongue kiss this side of Stonewall. It's not to make anyone uncomfortable, we like to call it educating. Our grocery store antics are the revolution we are lucky enough to lead. In 1992, a statue of two women in love was finally revealed in Christopher Square Park in New York City after 12 years of knuckle punch from the people and council of one of the most supposedly progressive places in the world. But last month, my grandparents sent a Hallmark card as a celebration of me and my girlfriend's 3-year anniversary. Inside was a $20 bill so we could have lunch on them and a $5 bill to buy treats for our dog. Their priorities are straight. They love me for my crooked. It is no secret. We have a long way to go before it gets better. It turns into things are great. Before the ring on my finger, the right one, the left one, the correct one, before the ring on my finger means as much to the United States Senate as it does to me, before we stop being stared at like circus freaks, but we are ripping the skeletons from the closet and pointing out the pink elephants in the room, screaming love, love, love. Whether a statue in a park or a rainbow megaphone on the steps of City Hall, we are ripping out the pages of an old black and white book, throwing them to the sky to rewrite the only words we were ever trying to spell. We have always been here. We will always be here with love.